My good buddy Dave. All right. So Dave has been a student of mine for a while now. You've basically been with Wisdom in Golf for almost since the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and what would you say your evolution so far has been? You've went from what kind of golfer to?
Over 90,
okay.
Shooting over 90 to having a few rounds in the 70s when I was at my best.
Fantastic. All right. So now he's sniffing the glory right now, right? Yes. So you've sniffed some. So you're saying that there's some. Basically, when you're playing now, you're getting a really good, solid 9 holes in there, and then you're kind of losing the around the edges, right?
That's right. Yeah.
The focus kind of goes awry. Now this is really key for you guys. You're going to see a lot of this in my premium channel as well. In my, you'll see the off-season. Remember the off-season series in the premium? So oftentimes when somebody gets over the ball, you're standing over the ball and you're getting ready to hit the shot and there's something wrong, you can't put your finger on it, right? You're thinking, something's not right, but I have to go anyways.
Yeah.
Okay? No more, all right? Don't accept that anymore. All we need is our good girl Goldilocks. So we're getting ready to hit a fade. We just did a little exercise just before we turned on the screen to share with you guys. We're doing a fade that's going to start toward the checkered flag and fade back toward the red flag, which is about an 8-yard fade with a 7-iron. So that's a strong fade, nice power fade with a 7-iron. And you go ahead and get set up, Dave. All right. So right now, you feel like you're lined up to the left edge of that intermediate point, which looks awesome.
Yeah.
So show me a ball position that would be way too far back.
Bring 8 up.
So for that alignment right now, you still got the same alignment, which is great, but you notice if you let the arms swing freely, then it's going to go a lot more to the right than
yes.
where you want to go. Okay, so now play the ball way too far forward in your stance. So you're keeping the same alignment, but right now it feels like the shot's going to get pulled off a lot more than left edge of that intermediate point.
Yeah.
Show me ideal ball position. So right now, ideal ball position, that's pretty darn good. So you feel like you can go this way, and the low point of the swing is slightly in front of the ball.
Yep.
Fantastic. Now, show me a distance to ball that would be way too far. You can't swing in that direction and hit the ball solid right now, can you? So your brain says, there's no freaking way. So now get way too close. So now you feel like there's no freedom for your arms to swing. So there's no way you could let them swing that way.
That's right.
Show me the ideal distance between you and the ball. So right now, if you allow the arms to swing freely in that direction, we have solid contact, we got good low point, and we feel like we got good direction.
Yeah.
Now, if you feel like your grip is a little off, show me a club face angle that would be way too closed for this shot. Way too closed.
Yeah.
So right now, if you swing in that direction, there's no way the ball's going to fade.
No.
You can feel that. Your brain is saying there's no way.
Yeah.
So now show 2 open. Now you're thinking, if I swing there, there's no way the ball's going to go there. It feels like it's going to glance off to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, the right one.
Right about there.
So we're back.
Yeah.
All right. So you may have frozen a bit there while we were doing that. So if you want to come back out and do a little rehearsal, go ahead. Reacclimate yourself with that.
So that would be 2 forward.
Yep.
2 back.
Yep.
Too far. Too close.
Too close. Good.
Right about there, and the grip feels great.
Excellent. So now just focus on left side of that checkered flag and let the swing go that way. Not bad. So it started left the checkered flag, but it didn't fade.
No.
That's just one. Perfect. Let's do that again. Beautiful alignment. How's the ball position feel in relation to that intermediate point?
Maybe a bit, yeah, more, there we go.
Perfect.
Too far back.
Excellent. Let it release that way, see what happens. So takeaway was perfect. Now, that's why you can't replace the one-on-one, right? At the top of the backswing, the club face looks a little too closed for the fade. It's actually, between square and very closed.
Okay.
So let's see you back off on the club face and the grip just a hair. So notice we did 2 in a row that started left edge in the direction that you wanted, but they didn't fade.
Yeah.
So now we see a little bit of a pattern. You can open the face a smidge compared to what you were doing, keep everything else the same, and let it go in that direction again. Okay, what was your focus in that one?
My focus, I kind of blacked out at the top.
Okay, we're allowed. So, one more of that fade shot. Excellent. Awesome. Man, that's spot on, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the shot we wanted. So I could have been in the hole. I just saw it bounce right toward the flag. So what we're doing right now would be what you'd want to do when you're warming up for a round of golf, right? So you say, okay, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to do. Does it feel spot on? If it does, man, enjoy it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't feel spot on, then do the Goldilocks thing. Get used to performing Goldilocks. And then when you get on the golf course and you get into that predicament, you'll know exactly what you need to do. Okay?
Yeah.
So that'll be, let's try a draw. So we're going to go red to behind checkered flag. Come on back here, use your intermediate point. Okay?
So that would feel too far forward.
Yeah.
That's too far back.
So that's gonna be way too much of a big sweep and draw,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So
Right about there.
good. That looks terrific. So now, do you feel that when you swing towards red, when you allow it to release towards red, does it feel like the low point's in front?
Yeah.
Does it feel like the ball's going to start towards red?
Yeah.
Or maybe a little right of red, really?
A little right, yeah.
Perfect. And then let it draw back. Go ahead. Just gorgeous. So that started right on red, has a little bit of a draw on it, and it's ending up between red and checkered flag.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That was a gorgeous shot. Let's see another one. Nice swing.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Like the roof of my mouth is the roof of my mouth, and I like go, and it's on top.
Excellent.
And then I just start sneezing my face.
Right on. So that started right of checkered and drew maybe another 20 feet left of checkered. That still would have been fine, left side of the green.
Yeah.
How did the swing feel itself?
Pretty good.
There was nothing fishy at address? It felt fine?
At address, it felt a little off. Just
Okay.
the grip, I felt it was maybe a hair too strong.
Okay.
And I took it back.
And so when you get that feel, it's easy to black out now, isn't it? Because you're being distracted from, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you say, something feels a little off with my grip. Well, how in the world are you going to stay with that target now?
Yeah.
Right? So that's what you would call a good miss. You got away with that one.
Yeah.
But sometimes the distraction's a little too loud and you just can't stay with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you black out. All right. So it's got to feel like, man, I'm going to absolutely nut this. There's no way I can miss. How good is it going to be now?
Yeah.
Right? That's the way you want to feel over the ball. So obviously, for those of you just starting out, I mean, David's been with me for a while now, and you could see in his swing, he's got some amazing human fundamentals for his golf swing, right? So you're using your body, your body's attributes to their maximum, to their efficiency to be able to perform these shots. So for a guy your size, you get the sucker out there. Now you should see this guy hit a 4-iron. It's awesome. All right, let's see that. So one more draw.
Feels good.
All right. Let it release you towards red. When'd you black out?
Right at the top.
Okay. So as you got to the top, so what do you think got you distracted on that one?
I kind of felt my thumb slipping at the top.
Okay. Okay. So show me a rehearsal swing then. How'd that feel?
Much better.
Excellent. Go ahead. Step right in. Not bad. Now you are performing under the gun too. You got to, and I really appreciate you helping us out on this particular one right there. So did you feel what was missing in that one?
It felt like the downswing
Yeah.
was kind of blacked out and just coming from the inside.
So you felt like maybe a little collapse at the top and everything was coming a little too far to the outside.
Lost the intermediate point at the top of the swing.
Okay. So let me see you go back to the fade for a sec.
Yeah, I can't even get through that.
Well, that is a major distraction there. Good recap.
What was different?
Gorgeous. Now, what was different about that downswing compared to your draw?
I'm not sure.
Then this is what happens. I'm going to take the camera angle. I'm going to change it around here so we can see down the line here. Okay. So show me one more fade, please. And this happens to a lot of good players, and that's why it's so important to do fades and draws and to be aware of the differences. Oh, is that gorgeous? That was smoke, man. You feel that?
Yeah.
So when you're doing your fades, nicely supported.
Okay.
So you get to the top and you're going, okay, I'm going to let it fall left edge and I'm going left of that intermediate point. Now when you're doing your draw, notice you kind of hit a couple close to that hosel there. So if you let it fall a little too much inside, a little too much behind you, then all of a sudden you feel like everything's going, and that's when you black out. You're going, oh my gosh, this doesn't feel like it's going to the target anymore. Then you have to take control.
Yes.
So show me one where you're lining up a little, no, actually straight on. So let's go straight on. So let's go red flag. So line up straight over that intermediate point. Okay. Ball slightly back. Good. So now I want you to feel like you're releasing to the right edge of the red flag. Okay?
When I say stop, where's
Right edge of red. So hold it nice and tight on that red flag.
Okay.
but they're all
So did you feel a little loss of, right?
Yeah.
So you don't do that with the fade, and that happens to a lot of really good players. So there's a little bit of a collapse going on in the downswing that's forcing your club a little bit too much to the outside. So let's go ahead and do that setup again. Okay, let me see a flat-footed release, right edge of red. Stay bolted. So if you want to take a practice swing, go ahead.
awesome again.
Yes. Feel the diff?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So a nice flat-footed release to the right edge of red. See the diff?
Yeah, way better.
Do you feel how that's supported?
Yeah.
So what happens, so when he has to stay flat-footed, it forces the left side back and around this way, opens up this big pocket here and allows the arms to pass. Whereas going a little out to the right, you were here, and the club was falling a little too far behind you, off it was going that way. Okay, so let's do a couple more draws, flat-footed. Amazing.
That's much better.
So that, boys and girls, will conclude our lesson as far as we're concerned today. So what you would continue to work on would be your flat-footed draws and continue to fade the ball the way you're fading it, and just play Goldilocks when it doesn't feel right when you're standing over the ball.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It's great.
Thanks a lot, David. Appreciate
Awesome.
it. All right.